I'm really struggling with right now is she wants to lock her hip a little bit to the left, and she gets very angry when you try to get her to not lock her hip to the left. So it's an issue that I'm gradually working through, because she's not the type of horse that you really want to have a fight with. She gets real, she gets mad and she gets frustrated very easy, I think would be the word for it. I'm gonna start to the right, actually. So I'm just gonna pull here to my hip and kind of ask her to just step around there. She doesn't necessarily have to completely disengage, but that's good. She is stepping it, and that's what I want. So that's good. She's good that direction. So we'll try this direction. Good. She stepped just a tick, so I gave it back to her. I visited with Justin Briggs about it. Got together and rode with Jordan and Justin one day, and I visited with him about it. And basically the conclusion that I think we came to is that I was asking for just a little too much. Like, I wanted her to take a full step, and he's like, just pull on that rein, and when you feel her, when she has the thought of it, release her forward. I'm like, okay, it's gonna require me to be patient. This is why I don't start colts. But so that's what I'm working on. When I feel that she's not planting it and rolling over, but keeping it stepping, then I let her have a release and walk out of it. And he's like, also, he said, you're thinking circle too much. He's like, I'm just thinking switch direction. So I'm like, okay. So he'll just be going along and then pull on that rein, and it's just a switch direction and let her have it back. As soon as that hip moves, she switches directions. He said, it doesn't have to be in a circle, and it doesn't have to be all the way around, but then give her that release out of it. Notice when I have one that wants to get flat here, I'm not doing this to fix it. I'm driving. I'm coming here and using my legs to squeeze her into it. Or I can even do it one-handed. Put my hand kind of towards the middle a little bit, just slightly down the inside. Pull to my belly button, kind of. But she's not quite ready for that. That's why I'm staying two-handed, especially in the Loomis. Now, if I had like my little rubber mullen or something a little more stabilizing on her, I could do it one-handed. But in the Loomis, it's a little bit more difficult. And as you know from her previous videos, if you've watched any of them, I don't worry as much about her face as her body. She has a funky face. I'm not as concerned with that. The face kind of works itself out if we can get the body correct. Today she was being kind of locked up right there. You know, people were here riding. Everybody was working their colts and stuff. And Taylor said, "Are you going to cruise her through? Do you want me to video?" I said, "No, absolutely not." I said, "Today's not the day to cruise through on her. She doesn't feel good at a trot and a lope to me today. I'm not going to cruise through and think it's going to be different, because it won't." You know, so don't set your horses up for failure. If they feel like crap in a trot or a lope, they're going to feel like crap at a run too. So I opted out of cruising her through that day. I worked until I got to a spot where I felt like that she understood what I wanted, and I got off of her. And that was 2 days ago. And today she feels really good.